The imperial hall fell into complete silence. Every noble present stared at my former fiancé. His face had gone ghostly pale. The confidence he'd walked into the palace with had vanished completely.
Nothing ages a person faster than realizing they're about to explain themselves to the Empress.
The Empress looked at him calmly. You've heard the accusation. Answer it. He lowered his head. I did meet with Miss Su. Father's eyes widened. You knew each other? Li Hongji slowly turned toward Susanoo. His mouth opened, then closed again. Neither of them had known. Or perhaps, neither of them had ever bothered asking. The young noble took a shaky breath. I believed that Miss Linglu was cruel. Miss Su often spoke about how frightened she was. She said no one would believe her. So, I comforted her. I let out a quiet laugh. Comforted. He couldn't even meet my eyes. I thought breaking our engagement would protect everyone.
Protect everyone? Sir, the only thing you protected was your own ability to make terrible decisions.
The Empress folded her hands. So you judged your fiancé? Without asking for her side. His silence was answer enough. The Marquis closed his eyes. Disappointment washed across his face. My son, what have you done? The young noble slowly knelt. I was wrong. I allowed rumors to become truth. I looked at him. For a strange moment, I felt nothing. Not anger, not sadness, not satisfaction, only relief. Because the man I'd once imagined spending my life with had finally shown me exactly who he was. And it wasn't someone worth mourning.
Sometimes closure doesn't come from getting the person back. It comes from realizing losing them was actually the upgrade.
The Empress turned toward Father. And you? Father immediately bowed lower. Your Majesty, I failed to investigate. I believed hearsay. I failed my daughter. Those words would have meant everything to me. Once. In another lifetime. Now. They felt strangely empty. Apologies offered only after the truth becomes unavoidable rarely heal old wounds. Li Hongji stepped forward. His voice was barely above a whisper. Linglu. I'm sorry. I should have believed you. I looked at him quietly. You should have. Nothing more. Nothing less. He lowered his head, unable to answer.
Funny how, I'm sorry suddenly becomes everyone's favorite sentence once the evidence arrives with an imperial seal.
The Empress slowly stood. The truth has now been made clear. She looked across the hall. Miss Su deceived the Li household. The engagement was broken through false accusations. And the daughter of the Li family suffered because those closest to her chose assumptions over facts. No one dared object, because no one could. Then, the Empress looked at me. Linglu. What do you want? The question surprised everyone. Father immediately looked up. So did Li Hongji. Even Susanoo stopped crying. Everyone waited. Would I demand punishment? Exile? Prison? Revenge? I thought carefully, then answered. I don't want revenge. Several people looked relieved. I wasn't finished. I want freedom. The room became silent again. I don't wish to remain somewhere I'm only valued after proving my innocence. I don't wish to compete for love. And I don't wish to spend another day begging people to believe me.
Ladies and gentlemen, that wasn't revenge. That was something much more powerful. She chose peace over permission.
The Empress smiled warmly. I had hoped you'd say that. She nodded toward Father. From today onward, Miss Linglu will remain under imperial protection until she decides her own future. Father's face lost all color. But, Your Majesty, the Empress raised one finger. Enough. You've had years to cherish your daughter. You chose otherwise. No one argued. No one dared. As I walked out of the imperial hall, the afternoon sunlight warmed my face. For the first time, it didn't feel like I was escaping. It felt like I was finally moving forward. Behind me, Father called my name. Linglu. I paused. But I didn't turn around. Because some chapters don't need one last conversation. They just need to end.
And that's how you leave people wondering what they lost, instead of reminding them what they threw away. My final thoughts. Phew, this family had me exhausted. Let's be honest. Susanoo was absolutely wrong for manipulating everyone with lies and fake tears. But she wasn't the only one to blame. The father failed because he chose convenience over truth. The brother failed because he chose assumptions over loyalty. The fiancé failed because he trusted gossip more than the woman he claimed to love. And in the end, the biggest lesson wasn't about revenge. It was about self-respect. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do isn't making people regret hurting you. It's refusing to let them keep hurting you. 10 out of 10 for the drama. 0 out of 10 for this family's communication skills. Somebody please enroll them in How to Ask Questions Before Ruining Someone's Life 101. Now I want to hear from you. Was Ling Lu right to walk away from her family? Or should she have forgiven them after the truth came out? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe for more unforgettable Reddit-style drama, revenge stories, and shocking plot twists. And if you love listening to these long stories while commuting, gaming, working, or relaxing, check out the wireless earbuds I recommend. You'll find the link in the description. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and never ignore the red flags.